a little bit. Just came back home today only. My wife Manjulali has gone to India for a couple of months. She'll come back maybe in December or January. And I may be also going, maybe in November, maybe in December. I don't know, but maybe sometime. How are all of you doing?
Good, Prabhuji.
Good. Anyone has anything special to share, ask, or tell? Beyond has something, yes?
I have no school on Monday.
No school. What's the special thing that you don't have school?
I think it's for Durga Puja.
But in US, they celebrate like Durga Puja.
I mean, I think they understand.
Do others also have off on Monday?
Hurricanes never come in my area.
Wait, where do you live, Bia?
Aberdeen, PA, Pennsylvania.
You live in Pennsylvania. Okay, yeah. Hurricanes don't really strike.
Or floods.
Okay, good. So
They
you
could
have off
strike
on
floods.
Monday? Good. So enjoy your day off. Yes, Nishita.
I don't have school like Monday through Thursday.
Oh, I can't hear you well. Can you speak in the microphone?
I don't have school Monday through Thursday because of the hurricane.
Because of the hurricane and
Oh yeah,
flood.
same for me. We got a call from my school and all of Hillsborough County that we are not gonna attend schools Monday through Thursday. So it'll be an extra day off.
So you can remember Lord Hari more, huh? And because of the hurricane, you can remember Lord Hari, who has a cane in his hand to herd the cows. Good, good. Well, stay safe for those who may be directly, indirectly for what's coming. But anyways, anyone else? So you all want to chant? Who all would like to chant on the Japamala? Everyone? Okay, then let's do it. So you can unmute and can all chant.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
can I ask a
Yes.
question?
How about we do that after the mala?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yours will be the first turn to ask question. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Śrīmad-Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvishishunyavari Paschata Deshtarini Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Nityaṁ Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram.
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Story
Hare
Ram 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 Hare story story Ram 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 Hare story Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare story story Ram 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 Hare story story Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare story
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
story story Ram Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Ram
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Ram
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Ram
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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you everyone for so nicely chanting together and joining, and for those who have kept their video on, thank you so much for doing that. I'm very happy to see your wonderful lotus faces, right? And it helps to improve the interaction and learn from each other better, right? So I see so many of you. Bhakti, Heli, Shriya, Mahima, Ovi, Ayush, Om, Jashit, Viraj, Vinayak, Lakshai. Well, so there's Sahas, Athar. Athar was also joined. Please don't feel shy to keep your video on. It's helpful to keep the video on, right? Vinita agrees to that. Good. Okay. So Vinayak had a question. Maybe today we'll take your questions first. If anyone has a question, any thought, any comment, we'll hear from you today first. First, we'll start with Vinayak. Yes, please go ahead.
Proji, why is it that if we're in a group chanting, we chant more focused and better?
In a group chanting, we chant focused and better. Is that a question or is that a realization?
It's a question. Why does that happen?
Why does that happen? Okay, you all will tell because you are also intelligent. So let's see who wants to answer that. So his point is that in a group chanting, first of all, how many of you agree with that? That it happens. In a group chanting, we feel more focus and concentration. You all agree with that. Anyone disagrees? Anyone? Or we disagrees. That means you feel more focused alone?
I don't feel focused either way. No matter how hard I try, I talk or I just start doing something, I never really feel focused. And like, if like we're group chanting, I'll just start doing other things. Like I never stay focused.
Okay. We'll come to your question also. how to improve focus. We'll talk about that today. In fact, it's all Krishna's arrangement. I was hearing a class during my drive about how to improve concentration. Anyone wants to hear this subject? How to improve concentration and focus? Okay, a lot of hands up, my hand too. So I'll hear for myself. I'll repeat from my mouth and hear from my ears. So we'll come to that, how to improve focus and concentration. But now let's hear from all of you. Why does it happen first? Who wants to answer? Raise your hand. Yes, Bianto.
So when you're group chanting, it's like when other people also say it around you, it's like you just feel focused, and when your ears like feel the vibration, everybody chanting, you just start chanting too, and then your brain just controls it to just chant.
Very good. In case we lose focus, others are able to help us to bring it back. Very nice. Yes, Ishan. Then Mahima, then Biraj.
So like when we're all doing the same thing, like we're more focused on it, because like if we like get like distracted, then like we'll have like others to like help us refocus.
Okay, very good. Very nice. Yes, Mahima.
So Hare Krishna. So especially for me, I feel like more connected while doing group chanting, because whenever I see other people chanting, I feel inspired. So then I start chanting, and it makes me like feel like good during my chanting.
Okay. Very nice. What time you all go to school? Can you message me in the chat box? I want to know like what time you go to school. You start for your school. You can message me and message the time zone also, EST or CST or I think PST. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite varied. Something that was at 6 o'clock. Wow, that's too early. Chakrika 6:30. Some of you start at 9:30, so it's quite varied. Interesting. Some of you are going at 6, some of you are going at 9 or 10 also. I was thinking if you all would be interested, I'll be very happy to do like a group japa round together, like just us, right? You know, what do you think? Who all agree it's a good idea to do that together? Just like the kids or the parents can do it by themselves. How many of you would be interested if we figure out a common time which kind of works for most? Who all will be interested to do chant 1 or 2 rounds together? At least 1, 2, like 20 minutes. Most of you will be interested, which is good. Then we have to figure out a common time. What do you think? Based on the responses you see, it's quite varied. What do you think is a common time, a good time? Reply that now. Next question is, what do you think can be a common time which may work for all? Five will be too early for most.
Bhakti, is it when do you wake up?
Common time where we can do japa. How many of you are up and ready by 6? Anyone? Up and ready by 6? How many of you would like to be up and ready by 6? How about you? Like, I think most of the hands are up. How many of you would like to be up and ready by 6? You don't want? You want like 7? Or we discussed the importance of getting up early. Anyone remembers that? Right? You grow, you become intelligent, you become more beautiful, more intelligent, more healthy. Everything grows. All the good qualities come. Health, bhakti, intelligence, studies, everything. So I would, like to encourage you to take it as a challenge to be up and ready by 6. And if you can do it without parents' help, then you are really mature child. Right? Initially, you can take some help, but if you can do that by yourself, that would be very nice. How many of you would like to sincerely try that? And I'll help you. I want to take that as a goal to be up and ready by 6. Up and ready means do your morning duties like bathing and all. Wear fresh clothes, get ready. And then you may say, well, I don't go to school until 8. And guess what? Let's say you are up and ready by 6. Do your spiritual life from 6 to 6:30. You have 1.5 hours. You can do your homework. You can do whatever you want, your project, assignments, whatnot. If you go at 7:30, you have 1 hour. If you go at 7, you have 30 minutes. So you have time, right? Okay, reply me 6. At least your time, I would say. Your time, you'll be ready by 6. Right? How many of you would like to take part in that challenge? And if that's too easy for you, you say, I'm already going to school by 6, then you take it one level up, right? If it's too easy for you, then you try 5:30. If 5:30 is also too easy, then you try 5, right? How many of you would like to take that challenge or goal? Type yes in that box, or yes or no, or don't know, 3 options. Or yes, no, or maybe. Yes means you are sincere. You really want to try your best, right? Maybe means you are half-hearted. And when we are half-hearted goal, then we are setting for failure, actually. Yes does not mean that there will not be a day you will not get it. Yes means it's okay. There will be days I may fail, but it's okay. I will learn lessons and I'll try harder, right? Yes does not mean that if you fail, then you are a failure. If you did not get ready one day by 6, you cannot do it, right? We all learn from mistakes. 8 or 10% numbers. Okay. Yes, Beyonce, what's on your mind?
I just wanted to say, like, even though my school starts at 8:45, I still have to wake up at 7:30, I mean. Then I have my breakfast, and only because that happens is I'm a busser, so I have to wait for the bus, and it usually ends up being like 8:35-ish, and to get to school, the walk there, like from the bus to school then, is like 5 minutes, and then unpacking up and getting ready for school inside of school will just take 5 minutes, and school just starts by then.
Oh yeah, same like Vianto. I also take the bus too.
What I meant was what time you leave home. That's basically the time I was looking for, because you can't chant and you can't join the Zoom in the bus or anything like that.
I leave home at like my school ends at regularly on Mondays since it's early release. My school ends at 2:05, but normally on Tuesdays to Fridays it ends at 3:05. So like 9 o'clock to 3:05 Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah.
Good. See, my dear friends, you're all very, very intelligent, young, and this one sutra, sutra like the essence in life. If you make the habit to get up early, you will always be successful. Whether you are 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 20-year-old, 50-year-old, or make a goal. Write that goal on your desk, on your study table, near your bed, whatever the areas you see more often, write that in bold letters, right? Do that today or tomorrow, write that, and try to, you'll be more healthy, more happy, more blissful, more beautiful. In your work, you'll be more proficient, efficient. In your studies, you'll be more refined. In your memory, you'll grow sharper. There are unlimited benefits, right? It's simple, and it's so simple that majority of the people miss it. Is it not? Right? It's simple, very simple, but majority of the population, they miss it. And then we develop a habit. And then that habit is very difficult to come out of, right? Old habits die hard, but right now you're all quite young, 10, 12, 15 years. If you develop the right habit, and we'll talk about how to be self-motivated, right? Is that something would be interested to hear? How to stay self-motivated, right? But before that, we have to talk about what we're talking about. Yeah, group chanting. So group chanting is good. But even we start before the group chanting, I like you to be kind of ready, right? It's not that, okay, you just like got out of the bed and just have to attend the call, and you attend the japa call and then go to bed again. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to help you to develop the habit of getting up early. Why? Because it has so many benefits. So we'll talk about today a little bit about focus and concentration, a little bit about self-drive or motivation. Okay? But before that, let's hear some verses. Anyone wants to share a verse? Anyone learned any new verse between this week and last class? Yes, Beyonto.
I learned 6.17. Yuktahara viharasya yukta chashtasya karmasu yukta swapnava bodhasya yoga bhavati yuktaha.
Very good. How many of you learned a new verse from Damodar Ashtakam, which you didn't know before? Sampada learned. Sampada will tell. Please tell.
Hare Krishna. I learned the first 3 verses from Damodarastakam. Should I tell them?
Yes, please tell. Please tell the first one. You didn't know them before, like before last week?
I knew the first one.
Okay, then you tell the second one, whichever you didn't know before.
Okay. Rudantam muhurnetram yukmam rijantam karam bhoja yukmena satanka netram.
Wonderful.
Forgot the other 2 lines.
Mahuswastakam.
Yeah, right. Muhu swasakampa trirekanka kantha. Muhu swasakampa trirekanka kantha. Sita dravam damodaram bhakti patam. Hare Krishna.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. Very good. Is your friend with you or your sister with you?
Right. I have my 2 cousins with me right now.
Hare Krishna, we are happy to have you. What's your name?
Hare Krishna.
I guess you're very excited and joyful. We are equally happy and joyful to that you are here. Very good. Who else learned a new verse? Krishna, you learned a verse? Tell.
Yeah, I actually know the whole Damodar Ashtakam, but I'm just gonna recite one. Iti drikshva leelabdhirananta kunte swagosha nimajjantalambakyabhayantam tadishitaresho bhakti vidata punapramatastam shata vitimande. Can I recite one more?
We will give everyone chance. Good job. Very nice. So is everyone on goal or track to learn Damodar Ashtakam? Okay, what's your goal? You can mention. So either your goal can be the beginning of Damodar month, which is October 8th or 9th, or it can be middle, which is October 25th, or it could be the end. That's November 9th. Which one you have picked based on the number? You type that goal. The beginning, the mid, or the end. You have 3 options. And that should be based on how many verses you have to learn. If you already know like 5 verses, then your goal should be like beginning, right? Yeah, your goal is to write the Damodar without looking the whole. So that's what is meant by memorizing, that you recite it without looking at it. Yeah. Okay. Good. So please try, and then you will be able to. Okay. Let's talk about a story. How many of you want to hear a story? Everyone? Let's see if this is a story about 8 monkeys. You may have heard this story, but again, we'll do it again. So one time, what happened? There were these 8 monkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. How many? 8 monkeys. And then what happened? Someone, put a bunch of bananas. It doesn't look like banana, but assume it is bananas. Okay. So, and then there was a ladder. So imagine there was some kind of ladder. They were all at the base level. And there was a ladder to get up to the bananas. What do you think? Did monkeys try to get the bananas? What do you all think? Yes. Naturally, they love bananas. So the first one, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The first one tried. Oh, let me try to get to the bananas. I really want the bananas. And he rushed, and others were also rushing. You know how monkeys are. And everyone's seen monkeys, right? They're wild, they're fickle. And suddenly, someone threw ice cold water on them as soon as they were trying to get. Oh, everyone got ice cold water. From somewhere, this water was flowing. If they tried to get up, then these group of monkeys, 5, 6, and 7, said, okay, let me try. And then they tried to go. Others were also falling. And suddenly, again, ice cold water, and then they all come to the ground. And then suddenly the 8th one said, let me try. And then he went up. He was about to get, suddenly ice cold water was thrown on everyone. Then the 4th one tried, 3rd one tried, everyone. They tried multiple times. And anyone if tries to go up, all of them would be showered with like literally ice cold water. So after 10, 20 times this happened, right? And guess what? If anyone tried to go up, they would beat, the others would beat them. Why? Why would they do so? Anyone will answer? Yes, Vedanta Rama. Is everyone following the story so far?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, tell Vedanta.
Because they want the bananas because there might be shellfish, so they want the bananas instead of the others.
Okay, good try. Who else wants to try? So my question is, if anyone tries to go up, everyone would beat that person. My question is, why? Who wants to try? Yes, Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. I think they're not selfish actually. I think they're gonna try to get the bananas for everybody, but for some reason ice cold water is gonna be thrown on them. They're not selfish, but they want to get it for everybody.
Yeah, because they don't want ice cold water on them. Because if anyone tries to go up, everyone would get the ice cold water. And they have tried multiple times, so they don't want to try, and they said better to not get the bananas rather than getting the ice cold water. Okay, everyone clear so far? Right? Now, what happens? The monkeys got swamped. Okay, the monkeys got swapped. Instead of this monkey was taken out of the room and a new monkey came. Now who will tell what this monkey tried to do? Yes, Navya.
He tried to climb up and get the bananas, but the ice cold water fell on him.
Well, not only on him,
but on
the whole gang, right? So he tried to get the banana. That part is correct. But did everyone else allow him? What do you think?
No, I don't think they allowed him.
Okay, raise your hand and then you'll be asked to answer, okay? So they did not allow. Why? Yes, Bionto?
Because if it doesn't matter if any of them go on the thing, all of them will just get splashed with water. It's not just one of them, like the one that climbed the ladder that gets splashed.
Yes. Okay, very good. Yes, Sahas.
Yeah, I think the same thing with Bionto, just that they also probably don't want them to go up there just because of to save him also, not just themselves as well.
Very nice. I think you're all getting the story. Now what happened? This number 2 was also replaced. And as soon as he tried, so the first one didn't even get a chance to experience the water. Before even he could get to that point where the water was thrown, the others beat him black and blue. And he didn't even get the water. But he realized that if he tried to go up, what will he get? What will he get if he tried to go up? Why is everyone's hand not up? Are you not getting, or is it too complex? It's not that complex, right, Lakshay? What's your...
You know that something, like there might be a consequence, like something might happen before he gets the bananas.
No, he'll get the beating, right? If he tries to go up, he'll get the beating. He realized that, so he stopped going up. Now number 2 happens. Number 2 comes in the room. And as you guessed rightly, he tries to go up. And what does he get? What does he get? Yes, Biraj. What does he get? He's trying to go up. The original number 2 is gone. New number 2 has come. He tries to go up. Yes, Chakrika?
He might get the bananas if he goes up over here.
Yeah, but will others allow him?
No, they will.
No, so they'll beat him. So everyone beat him. And guess what? Number 1 also beat him. The new number 1. Right? And now number 1 has not experienced the ice cold water. And then finally number 3 was changed, 4 was changed, 5 was changed, 6 was changed, 7 and 8 all were changed. None of them have experienced the ice cold water, but every one of them, if anyone tries to go up, the others beat him or her. Right? Is it too complex or does it make sense? Did you all get it? So the point, my dear friends, is that they lost their why. To have a strong, focus in life, or to have a strong self-motivation, we need to focus on why. Let's talk about like getting up. When we know why we want to get up, then the how will get easier. When why is strong, the how gets easier, right? So we have to tell our mind repeatedly what are the benefits of getting up early, right? We have to remind ourselves, right? Or what are the side effects of not getting up early? If I miss this, what am I missing on? Has any one of you have like some meeting or something very important, very urgent or something, and which was at an odd time and you did not miss it, right? Can anyone recall anything like to share? That engagement, that program, competition, whatever, it was at an odd time, it was not your usual thing, but you still made for it. And yes, Avni has something.
Like whenever we go to India, when we go to the airport, it's normally really early in the morning because we have to drive to like another city so we can take a flight to another city and get to our flight to India on time. And it's always really early, but we can't miss the first flight because then you'll miss the rest of the flight. So
exactly.
It's like you're never ever late to the airport.
Yes, absolutely. Because if you're late, then so much time will be lost, so much money will be lost, etc. Yes, Mishti, what's on your mind?
Hare Krishna. Sometimes I had a class in the morning on weekends, and usually I like to sleep a bit longer on weekends, but I had to get up for the classes and in the morning since they're on India times, so that was one time. I had to get up early.
It's a good example. And I'm sure that you really loved that class, right? Is that correct? See, without even knowing the subject, I told that she loves that class. Why? Because she's taking the pain of getting up early for that, right? And that's basically, it's not that her mother will scold her if she does not get it, because that's an external factor, right? There could be external factors of motivation and there could be internal factors. External factors is, okay, if you don't get up, your dad or mom will scold you, right? If that's some driving factor, if that is your why, let me get up to not get the scolding from my mom or dad, you will not be able to do it long term. Do you agree with that? But if you have something to look forward to, which drives you, which inspires you from within, like Mishti gave the example of the class she likes, then it will be very healthy. Then you will look forward to it. Then it will not be pressure, but rather you will be happily doing it. So try to have certain intrinsic factors, internal factors, which help you inspire. Can anyone share some internal factors which help you to achieve something in life? Yes, Viraj.
Prabhuji, one internal factor would be if you know something is healthy for you, then you're more likely to follow along with that. And if you know it's like for your good, then you'll be motivated to do it for the benefit of yourself.
Very good. So all of you, now I would like all of you to take part in this challenge. What is the challenge? That we will get up early. That's a goal, right? That's a goal, right? All of you want to take part? Right? Give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. What do you think? Right? You want to take part in whatever your current status. If you're, as I said, if you're getting up at 7, try for 5:30, 6:30. If you're getting up at 6, try for 5:30, whatever. Getting up ready. And then, and then this will be your exercise also. Write down all the whys. How? What are the advantages of this? What do you think will be the benefits of doing? Not because I am telling you. Don't take part because I am telling, okay? Take part because it's good for you, right? Because if you take part because I am telling, and if you think, oh, if I don't take part, then Prabhuji will not be happy, then you're absolutely free from my side. I will not be unhappy if you don't take part, right? But I'll be unhappy to see you unhealthy. I'll be unhappy to see you struggling with your academics, right? I'll be unhappy to see you missing out. That's the reason I would encourage you, right? I'm no one to force you. You're also mature, wise kids. So I'm encouraging you for your own good. If you get up early, if you study in the morning, or you do japa in the morning, or you do some health program in the morning, who will benefit? Who will benefit? Yes, Beyonta?
You'll benefit yourself.
You'll benefit yourself. Very simple, right? So it's for your own self, for your own good. And who is such a person in the world who does not want his or her own good? Is there any person? Who is that, Beyonta?
People that have ignorance.
Very good. People who are ignorant, or people who are fools, people who have no knowledge, people, right? They would only do things which harm them, which are not healthy for them. So please write this down first. Make your goal, write it clear, and then on the somewhere you write the benefits. And therefore you have to keep reminding the internal motivation. What will happen when you do it, or what will you lose if you don't do it? Okay? Everyone good so far? Because it's very, very important. If you get up early in the morning, your health, your bhakti, your family, your everything, your academics, your exams, your memory, your retention power, your focus, everything will improve. Okay? Talking about Ovi's question about focus. For focus, there are a few things which I want to share. But let's hear from you. How do you think, or what is your secret to improve focus? Anyone wants to share anything? How can we have a better focus thing? Yes, Karina. We'll write it down.
So, Prabhuji, every time my morning schedule is when I just go with my parents for japa, and what they do is, like, in front of us, they just put on TV, and what they do is they just put on these videos on Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, and put him doing Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra for 1 hour. And not only that, but we also go in Zoom for us to do japa, and that also keeps me focused very well. And then my grandfather tells me to always, instead of thinking of anything else, doing japa, only think of Krishna and Krishna only. So that's what helps me when I do japa. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. So I guess if I sum your paragraph, it's like sincere perseverance, right? Who knows the word perseverance? Did I type it right? Or attempt, endeavor. We have to try sincerely. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, abhyasa, right? This is a Sanskrit word, abhyasa, to practice. It does not come overnight. You have to sincerely try to bring it back. Try. The mind will go in different directions, but we have to try, keep trying. It will go again. We have to keep trying, right? Does that happen to all of you? Yes, Navya.
You can also sit in a temple and do chanting or do it in front of Tulsi. Narani.
Very nice. Yes. We're not just talking about the japa, but yes, for japa, sitting on, it could be even in studies, like how to stay focused. How many of you have, has it happened to you? You open a book, read for 5 minutes and say, okay, let's move to something else, right? Change the topic, let's get some other book. And has anyone done that? You read for 5-10 minutes or like you start doing some maybe math thing and say, I don't feel like doing math, like I want to do something else. And then you start there, I don't feel like that, I want to do something. Has anyone done that? Right? It happens to most people, right? I have also done that. So Navya made a very nice point. Sit in a suitable place. For example, you're studying, right? And you have video games around you, you have mobile phones around you, you have this and that around you, you have a lot of eating snacks around you. The mind will naturally go there. Okay, let me grab that. Let me see what's on the phone. Let me try to eat some popcorn, right? Has it happened to anyone? If it's in your vicinity, the mind will naturally go there because the senses are seeing it, the mind will try to grab it, right? So if you are studying, then create an environment which is healthy for studying. If you are doing spiritual life, like chanting, then create an environment which is conducive for that. If you're doing exercise, then create an environment which helps you to do exercise, right? So creating the right environment or a place is very helpful to focus. What else? Yes, Mishti.
Hare Krishna. Another way that can help, like, to create like focus, like not in japa, but like when you're studying, is to give yourself a reward after you finish something. So then you're like focused. You're like, I need to finish this. If I want to do something fun, I need to finish something.
Very nice. I like the idea. For example, the mind says, hey, I have to play soccer with my friend. But you can tell, okay, only if you study for 2 hours, you'll be allowed to play soccer or whatever is fun for you. Or you want to go to the pool, or you want to do skating or whatever, right? So you can tell, until I finish this, so to get to that, I have to go through this, right? To procrastinate. This will help you to procrastinate that thing. And Haridas Thakur also did that. So this is called Haridas Thakur formula. He also said to prostitute, okay, let me complete these rounds, then I will come. So very, very important, and this is a very important point, to basically do the the mental talk. We were saying that, so once you begin your japa, it says, okay, the mind, for next 10 minutes, I will not do anything. Whatever comes to my mind, I will say, okay, I have to do it afterwards. So procrastinate the other things. Just focus on, do one thing at a time, right? For example, you're reading and doing japa. Neither you will be able to do japa properly, neither you'll be able to read properly. Do you agree with that? Some things can be done parallelly if they use different senses. For example, you're doing running and hearing kirtan. That's fine, because for running you don't need to use your ears, right? For example, you are baking or you're making some, something in the kitchen, helping your mother or cleaning. You're hearing kirtan. That's fine, right? But many things cannot be done at the same time. So try to focus on one thing at a time. Do one thing at a time. That helps. So if you're doing japa, the mind will say, hey, let's do this also. You can tell, okay, I will do that afterwards. What do you think? Will that help? Okay, what else? Yes, who has not spoken? Many of you have not spoken. I want to hear at least one thing from everyone today. Anyone who has not spoken wants to share? Jashid, Vinita, Arna, Om. I want to hear from all of you. Shriya, Mahima. Is everyone still in the game? Vinita, yes, please tell.
Hare Krishna. Whenever I do my homeworks, I usually listen to music or kirtan while I'm doing my homework to stay focused, because if I don't, I might just like get myself distracted with something else.
Very nice. Yes, that's a good idea. As I said, if something helps you to create the right environment, yeah, hearing kirtan is good. Actually, at my work also, I hear many times kirtan while I'm working. It helps me too. Very good. Yes, Radhesh.
Like sometimes, like stay focused. You don't want to feel like overwhelmed. So like if you like say like, okay, today I'll do like my math. So then you don't like feel like you have to do like 3 subjects, and then just like it feels more like there's not as much as work because it's like split up over time.
So divide it. So rather than doing like 5 hours of math, you like divide like an hour math, an hour something like that. Is that correct? So basically, if I get that point, plan effectively, right? So plan effectively. So good planning will help you to good focus, right? Yes, Jasha?
Something similar. Maybe like time management. Like
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, tell you wanted to elaborate that. Time management. So manage your time effectively, your plan. And then, try to be have a healthy lifestyle. Very important. So that means regulated eating, sleeping, recreation. Right? Etc. What do you think? Association will be helpful to maintain focus or not? Good association would help you to be focused or not? I think you just all mentioned that in the beginning of the class, you mentioned that in the association you feel focused. So be in the right company. If you want to improve in your studies, be in the company of the people who are focused in studies. If you want to improve in japa, be in the company of people you want to. Yes, Navya?
you could take notes so that you can focus better if you're like hearing a class for something or
That's a very good point. Yes. Yes, then I'll say some other factors which could be individual. Like as Navya said, writing some notes in the class helps you to focus, right? So it's very good. So I think good association is very, very important. And one other thing which basically inputs to mind and senses. So who will elaborate that? Can anyone elaborate? Inputs to mind, and what are these inputs to mind and senses? Yes. Vedai, what do you think?
It could be like if you see something, like if it's just the inputs to mind and senses. It's like try to just not put anything else in your mind that's not related to what you're doing in that moment. As for me, if I see my phone, then my brain tells me, go to your phone, check what's happening. But then that will distract me, and then I'll waste my time and not get work done.
Very true. And even otherwise also, even let's say if we give bad inputs to mind and senses, right? For example, if we watch a lot of movies, mundane movies, then do we expect to be very focused in life? No. Because we will get this habit of wasting time or misutilizing time. So not just during the activity, but otherwise also throughout the day. What are we eating? Whom are we associating with? If we are in the bad company, the people who like to waste time, the people who like to just find faults with others, the people who are not serious about their lives or studies, do we expect to get good qualities from them? Certainly not, right? We'll become like them. So I think we covered a lot of points. Does that help? Do you all? Ishan, you raised your hand. You had something. And while we are talking, we can all get ready for Kahoot because last time also we couldn't do. So we'll do the Kahoot today. And you can all start to get ready for that. Yes. Anyone has any thoughts, comments? Yes, Jashit, please, sir.
One of the points for the focus and concentration, it was like regulated, like eating, sleeping, and like yeah. It's also, that's a translation of the verse 6.17.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Therefore, it's a very important verse. A good point. So that verse will be very helpful to all of us throughout our lives. Having a small schedule of your work that limit how much time. So planning, okay, effective planning, very good idea. Okay. Don't daydream. Yes. Remind me about a story about daydream. There's a very nice story about daydreaming. I'll tell next time. Would you all want to play Kahoot? Okay, then I'm going to share the pin. This is a story from King Prithu. Let's see who are the first 20 who make it to the... And let's see who's going to win. Who's going to win today? Who's going to the top 5? If you have joined. Mystery and ethereal have to go. Okay, no worries. Yeah. So Binayak, does that answer your question? So the good association helps us. When we get distracted, someone is able to bring us back, right? And I'm sure you have felt that even in sports, if you're in the right group of people, you feel energetic, enthusiastic. Even for studies, you feel inspired to study in a library, right? Is it not? The people that are studying. So that environment, that good association, the like-minded people help us too. Shall we get started? Is everyone in? Or anyone
Wait
needs
for me.
more?
Hey, there's 21, 23.
Okay, we'll get started, right? All the best. Let's see who comes to the podium today. We'll go a little quick, huh? This is about King Prithu. Why are the yagya, the fire sacrifices, performed? To please Lord, to gain spiritual merit, to express gratitude for grains, or all of the above? All of the above. Good, good. What was the name of King Anga's son? King Anga. Vedanta, Vena, Vidura, Veda. Was Vena. Good. Vena had caused famine on earth with his righteousness. True or false?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
the picture explains why Rena is not a devotee. He doesn't even look like a devotee in the verse.
Oops. I missed this. Okay.
Come on.
All of you most of you got it right.
Multi-Zalek.
What are the qualities of a good king? He bends the teachings, he is blinded by power, he takes care of living entities in the kingdom, or he acts as a representative of Lord. There could be multiple correct answers also, so be mindful of that. Okay? Yeah. So both of these are correct. Good job. Meena was killed by Anga. True or false? False. Meena was not killed. Anga left the kingdom, right? Who appeared by the mystic powers of sages after Ravina was killed? Pandu, Prithu, Parikshit, Prahlad. Which king appeared? It was King Prithu. We're talking about King Prithu. Some of you are like just throwing arrows in the... Was it you? Throwing arrows in the dark? Hopefully it will hit. Which one is not a quality of a good leader? Selfless, humble, brave, wise, takes care of welfare of people, disorganized and lacks clarity. This is not a quality, okay? Be mindful. Read the question nicely. Ishan, Vinita, Avni, Krishna, and Vedahi are in the top 5. Let's see if you can maintain or if
For
someone
some
will.
reason, Zoom won't load in.
Who was Prithu Maharaj chasing? Horse, snake, cow, elephant?
This should really be an easy one.
Wow, most of you got it wrong. Easy one, huh? It was a
Prabhuji,
googly.
in the like story, Prithu Maharaj explained that Mother Bhumi took a form of a cow and ran away, so it is a cow.
Yes. Vinita and Krishna jumped up. Who was spoiling King Prithu's horse sacrifice? Indra, Brahma?
What is in the picture?
Well, picture is just for fun. Don't
It
go by the
looks
picture.
so violent.
Cow was a personification of Indraloka. True or false? Wow, these are tricky questions. Many of you are getting wrong. Cow was personification of Mother Bhumi. Multi-select, okay? Why was Lord Indra stealing the horse meant for sacrifice? He needed a horse to ride. He wanted to stop the sacrifice. He wanted to please the Lord. He was insecure that Prithu will become Indra. Yes, most of you got both the answers correct. Good job. You have 6 more questions. What trait of Indra's personality shows here? Here means in the story, not in the picture. He was secure about his position. He was trying to please the Lord. He was insecure and competitive. Yes, that's the correct answer. The competition is tough. Let's see. Why did Prithu Maharaj stop the sacrifices? Why did he stop? Because of Brahma's instructions? Because it will please the Lord? Because he was discouraged by failure? Or Indra pleaded him to stop? Why did he stop? Very good. At what number of sacrifices did Indra come to steal? 99, 9, 999, 9999. How many sacrifices that means Prithu had already done before Indra came? 99th. Very good.
Like 99.
What is the correct attitude for a devotee? We should be very proud of our achievements. We should remember we are the real doers. We should be humble and grateful. All of the above. So when you say all of the above, that means you're just clicking. We should remember that we are the doer. We are not the doer. Krishna is the doer. That means it also means we should be proud. Are you reading the question before clicking, or just randomly clicking here and there, thinking something could be right?
I tried, but it's not letting me put the screen up big for Zoom, so I can't barely read it.
Oh no. Power to turn a situation into blessing or curse is not in our hands. True or false?
I clicked the random answer by accident and then, but it's still right.
False. Yes. It is in our hands, right? That's a perspective, right? Very good. What is one of the most important quality of King Prithu? Intelligence, discipline, beauty, wealth, bravery, strength, humility, and devotions. One of the most important quality. Yes, humility and devotion. He had many qualities, but this was one of the most. Last question. We see the world through the lens of our consciousness. True or false? Do you think it's right or it's wrong? Okay, yes. Let's see. Kivedi at third spot. Hari Bol. Krishna at second spot. Hari Bol. The first spot. Wow, Vinita at the first spot. And Navya and Avni at the fourth and the fifth. This is excellent. Good job. Very nice. Okay, so I will share some more details about, I'll think about the japa plan and we'll try to, we'll try to do something about getting up early. Yes, Vinita, you had something? Are we all done for today? Are you all serious about the japa together daily and getting up early? Are you all serious or just like casually?
Yes, Prabhuji was here.
Serious? How many of you are serious?
So when should we actually go to the class?
Which class you mean?
Like you said, we're gonna do like a round of japa in class again.
No, not now. I'm talking about the daily, like before you go to your school to do 1 or 2 rounds of japa together. And then develop a system of getting up early in the morning. Yes, Karina, yes.
Prabhuji, isn't that the one that the adults, the Prabhujis and Matajis go to every day too? Like they wake up for japa, using your Zoom meeting, and then they use it for japa every morning. So you're saying just to make a kids one for us?
I'll give some thought to how to make it happen.
Yeah, Prabhuji, that's my morning routine. I always wake up every day, and by 6:30 I get ready, and then I go with my mom and my grandfather and do japa.
Very good. That's a very healthy routine you have. And everyone can take some inspiration from Karina to develop a similar routine that will be very healthy. Okay, so let's focus. Today's main thing is getting up early, right? Why? And then we talk about concentration. But try to make your goal. Write it clearly. Every day I will get ready by this time. That time is your goal, right? I'll not define that goal for you. You define your goal because it's for you. It's for your benefit. Whether it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 6:30, right? You decide that. Okay, write it clear and then write it some benefits also, as we discussed. When why is strong, then the how will get easier. Some intrinsic factors, not because I'm telling, not because your parents are telling, but because you will be happy and healthy and successful by doing it. Okay, so thank you so much. Continue with Damodarashtakam, and I'll see you next week.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Jai Śrīla
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Bol.
Prabhuji.